Hey everyone, it is Foul Play here, and I am back for another Modern League. Today I'm going to be continuing my anti-bridge metagame thing, so I'm going to give Oblivion Ring another shot, just as a one-of in the main deck. Outside of that, with my creature base, I have got the 8 hexproof creatures, and I am running 3 core spirit dancers. Having trimmed that down from 4 just for a little bit more aura density. Moving on to my auras, my 4 ofs, we have got Ethereal Armor, Rancor, and Daybreak Coronet. And then I've changed things up slightly from yesterday and from my recent list I've been doing. I've dropped Cartouche out, so I'm going to be running 3 Griffspoon, 3 Hyena Umbra, 3 Spider Umbra, 2 Sentinel's Eyes, and the 1 Keen Sense. Moving on to my sideboard, which is unchanged. We have got 3 Path to Exile, 3 Rest in Peace, 3 Suppression Field, 3 Force of Vigor, and 3 Gadok Teague. So we're going to be giving this list a shot today, straight into the league, and see how we go. Alright, so we have found our round 1 opponent here. We're up against Granum, and we lost the die roll. Gonna be hopefully looking for a hand with Leyline in it to protect our hand from any potential discard effects. If there's no Leyline, maybe we have double creatures and we're alright that way. Alright, so my opponent's keeping their 7. Honestly, this is close. I think it's worth the risk, so I'm going to go ahead and keep this one. So, Windswept Teeth into Temple Garden, and it is the mirror. Okay. So, we're going to go ahead and, well, do exactly what our opponent just did. Given the chance, I might just go for Core Spirit Dancer here. If I draw mana. If not, you know, being on the draw, you can be, of course, a turn slower. So it might be a little bit too difficult to race. So we're just going to take some damage here. Pray for land. And, okay, we get land. Well, we don't have lifelink in hand either, so I'm just going to go ahead and cast Core Spirit Dancer and hopefully use Core Spirit Dancer to get us there. Get in for that 1 point of damage. Then we'll pass the turn, make a giant Core Spirit Dancer. Interesting they went for the Temple Garden there. Alright. So we're going to 1. Alright, and plan make a giant Core Spirit Dancer is in action, but oh, that might be enough. Maybe. We can't take any more damage from our land base, so jam down our auras, and we're gonna have to pass now. No attacks for us. And very likely if they drop any more auras, we're just dead. Anything with evasiveness or, you know, Spirit Mantle. Alright, so they get us game 1. And that happens. We almost got there, just not quite. We're going to want to remove our ley lines, bring in our Force of Vigors. Oblivion Ring's okay. Path is okay as maybe 2, maybe 3 of. Yeah, none of our other sideboard cards really do a huge amount. So in this matchup, I think probably Keen Sense loses a bit of value because we're not really trying to outdraw card like our opponent card-wise. Also, Griffspoon probably loses value as well, so just cut 1 of each, bring in the 3 Force, the 3 Path, and also taking out those ley lines you saw before. Alright, this hand looks pretty good. We're going to keep it. Lid on our Razor Verge Thicket and jam down a big Glade Cover Scalp. Want to try and leave some green sources in our hand for if we do draw a Force of Vigor, just so we can blow out their enchantments a little bit there. But, you know, Rancor's a little bit too juicy not to cast, so we're going to cast that Rancor. Going to go with our Hyena Umbra next, and attack 4/4. Opponent's got a Horizon Canopy as their first land as well, so their land base is going to deal a bit of damage to them. Temple Garden as well. I'd assume they just drew the Temple Garden, or else they would have played it last turn and saved 1 point of damage. Okay, so opponents decided to go on the defensive now, which is interesting. Alright, let's attack 4/6 here. Guess they don't have Daybreak Coroner, or else they wouldn't be super scared. We're going to trade Totem Armor effects here. I choose my Spider Umbra as the Totem Armor effect I sack, so I get the extra, or so I keep first strike. Here for my land, I'm just going to put down Razorverge Thicket, because if I draw Force of Vigor next turn, I want to be able to cast it. And Razorverge Thicket would come in tapped next turn, assuming I played Temple Garden this turn. Alright, looks like their hand is emptied now. It also looks like they're wanting to chump block again. This is really awkward because we're going to be trading... Maybe I could have shocked in that Temple Garden and gone for a bluff attack. I'm not actually sure we're in a position where we can attack here, because we'll trade our Totem Armor and our first strike, and they'll still have first strike. Yeah, let's just chill. We'll leave Slippery Bogle in hand as an unknown. If I had a different instance of first strike here, I might do things differently, but that's not the case. Fortunately, they've got the more powerful aura in Ethereal Armor here. Why did they shock that in instead of fetching a basic? That doesn't make much sense to me. Spirit Mantle? Okay, well. Yep, we're pretty flooded now. I don't really know what to say. Like, just flood out and lose. What can you do? I don't think our attack we made on turn 3 was all that bad. But, yeah. Opponent seems pretty content doing what they're doing, although that does potentially do something. Might hold off on it, because I can cast that plus anything else in the same turn, so gonna hold off on it for now. Looks like our opponent is getting just as flooded as we are. So I guess we play our Rancor out, and we're still not in a position to attack, so we're just going to pass it back. So if we get rid of Ethereal Armor here, they have 1, 2, 3, 4 toughness. So that'd be 4 toughness. And then we can trample 5 damage, but then we're in a really bad spot if they've got Force of Vigor, so I think we just chill still. Alright, let's go for it now. We'll get rid of the ethereal armor. Go for our attacks here. And try to trample the damage. Oh wait, we would only trample 4 here. This is a bit silly. We'll be able to kill him next turn though. Alright, of course they've got the Force of Vigor, so we're pretty boned now. We don't even trample any damage across. We do get 3 Rancors back, which is nice though. Can recast this other Bogle in hand and drop a Rancor. Yeah, I mean, they've definitely drawn better auras than what we have. This Spirit Mantle is a massive brick wall as well. Alright, well that's good. That is quite good. Alright, well they seem pretty happy not attacking us at all. So let's spend the turn and invest it in getting this Griff Spoon back from the graveyard. That way if we draw something like Daybreak Coronet, we can cast it and other 2 auras in hand at the same turn. Come on, show me Potato Salad. Ethereal Armor adds 5, would be attacking for 13, and that's not lethal. Let's leave Ethereal Armor in hand. Hold up this path, which is feeling pretty useless at the moment. Good old 11 turn game here. Yeah, we'll play it out. It might help us attack wide next turn. Alright, I guess that gets Dryad Arbor. We can path their Dryad Arbor, assuming there's no core Spirit Dancer. Three cards in hand, they've got something. Really hope it's not a million Force of Vigors. Now, pathing Dryad Arbor seems bad here. Oh my goodness, what is this game? Just give me auras. Shouldn't be that hard deck. Alright, so this is the creature we want to path. Just making their scout bigger, but we want to stop them from getting that draw engine happening, so we're just going to path it now. Another core Spirit Dancer, that'd be about right. Come on. We're of the top decks at the moment, and we are not doing so great. So 15, we can trample 4 damage here. We lose our Spider Umbra. And then we can fly for damage again next turn. Sure. Let's go for it. We lose to Force of Vigor plus green card. Alright, we'll put him to 1. No Daybreak. No Daybreak. Or no auras whatsoever. Well, that's something. So, use it now. Reduce their chump blockers. And now we can just attack wide and win. Wow, that was a close game. Big yikes there. Big yikes that game. So even with Force of Vigor here, we've just got that one extra creature. Oh no. Oh no. Don't tell me they've got Force of Vigor on top of that path. Don't do it, opponent. Don't do it. If they have it, then we got no hope in hell. You're kidding me. You're absolutely kidding me. Pretty much the only card that can even get close to saving us here is Core Spirit Dancer now. We just die in 2 attacks, so... I mean, they drew 2 Force of Vigors, and we didn't draw any. So yeah, now they've got Spirit Mantle as well. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean... I'm only running the 3 Core Spirit Dancers, but... he had his first Force of Vigor before we saw it. Before we saw anything, really. Before he saw his Core Spirit Dancer. He didn't draw into it. He just had it in hand. And then he got his other one at some point. So this hand is not keepable. We won the die roll this time, though. So no green mana. We got to throw this. And yeah, sure, I guess so. I don't like it, but... I'm going to keep it. Bottom this Temple Garden. Leyline out. If they've got an upkeep stop, they might be a control deck. Yep, so white control deck. You got it. Alright, right on time, but I'll take it. Try and resolve this Ethereal Armor while they don't have any mana up. Yep, great. Alright, Ethereal Armor's down. Plus, if we draw mana next turn, we would be able to do Rancor plus Daybreak, assuming it's white mana. Wall of Omens. Alright, so it's the blue-white tempo deck then. Alright, so we're going to go for it. Alright, let's make sure we tap this right. I don't want anything to go wrong, and for that Rancor to be on Dried Arbor there, that would be really bad. Alright, so we'll hit him for 10. I feel like we're quite lucky here, because this deck would very likely have Path to Exile for Dried Arbor. But, you know, we're definitely not out of the woods just yet, because they can still chump block us and then hit Supreme Verdict next turn. Supreme Verdict will beat us, because we don't have Totem Armor, so... Although they are taking a while to do their turn, so that's hopefully a good sign for me. Alright, we might as well try and cast Ethereal Armor. It does give us lethal, so yep, attack for lethal now. Attack with Dried Arbor as well. Oh god, no Terminus please, no Terminus. Well, they put it on the bottom and there's no Miracle Reveal trigger, so I think we're pretty good, hopefully. Good, alright. But we do need to be scared of Terminus there. Alright, so Leyline's out, Gadok Tegan. And this deck does have things like Spell Queller, and Teferi, Restoration Angel. So we might want some number of path. I think Oblivion Ring's just bad. 2 path is probably fine. And I'll submit the deck. I don't think it tries to win with the Mystic Sanctuary Cryptic Command lock. I think it's just mostly creatures. Maybe Keen's... sorry, Sentinel's Eyes? No. That's got to be pretty good in case we get board wiped, then we can just recast it. Or if it gets countered, we can recast it. We want all our sources of totem armor. We want our evasiveness so Wool of Omens doesn't just fog an attack. Or 2 attacks. Alright, so we have got a double core Spirit Dancer hand here. I think this is good enough. It's a little bit risky, but we are up a game, so I'm going to go ahead and keep it. Either core Spirit Dancer sticking, we're pretty good. Hopefully no Spell Snare, because then we'd at least get a land off our core Spirit Dancers, right? Yeah. No, let's see what they do. Turn 1 Serum Visions. Alright, turn 1 nothing. Maybe end step opt. Alright, well, Dried Arbor is a dreadful draw. I'm smelling a mana leak here. I think we play into it. I'm going to fetch shock this as well. Thin the deck. Make them think we're going to get blown out even more by just 1 counter spell as well. And then they tap out next turn, hopefully. Alright, well, Core Spirit Dancer has resolved, but it could well and truly just get Path to Exiled. So we're going to have to wait and see what they do. Alright, so land and pass. Alright, let's go Ethereal Armor here. See what happens. They have actually let us, you know, draw. Alright, Spider Umbra seems decent. I'm happier throwing that away than Hyena Umbra. Maybe I just cast Ethereal Armor, attack, and then if they path it. Alright, Dovin's Veto seems fine. Looks like they're setting up for Supreme Verdict next turn. So long as there's no Spell Pierce or Force of Negation here, we've got protection. If they path, that sucks, but we do have another call. Alright, we do get in for 7. Excellent. Alright, having these extra sources of Totem Armor. Well, the 1 extra source. I'm back up to 6 sources now. Hopefully it helps us here. Although, they played game 1 like they had Terminus, not Supreme Verdict. So maybe we shouldn't be playing around Supreme Verdict. We should be playing around Terminus. Let's see what our opponent does here. Wall of Omens, yeah. That seems decent. Alright, given the fact we just drew Boggle, I think we cast our second Core Spirit Dancer and look to get card value here. Might as well cast our Rancor. Looks like they have 6 through the turn. And then we'll get to attack for a lot. So Path to Exile gets us. Other than that, we should be pretty good. Alright, cool. So we beat the tempo deck. Sort of a risky keep, but it got us there, so that's all good in my book. Okie dokie. Alright, we won the die roll here. I don't know why I just made whatever that was just disappear. Can I lift it back up? Okay, I can. Alright, so on the die roll, on the play, we're against Al Roxon. No creature, throw this one. Bad creature. No totem armor. Griffspoon is kind of nice, but... Opponent's also mulligan to 6. Yeah, I'm going to throw it. Let's go for 5. Alright, cool. This looks good to me. So we ditch, like, Griffspoon, Spider Umbra, or... Keep... probably Spider Umbra. I guess Hyena Umbra as well. We keep the evasiveness over... What do you call it? We'll keep the evasiveness over the protection from a Wrath card. So we're going to fetch Shock. This is only worse if they've got like Liliana. Otherwise we're just recycling our aura, like those 2 auras we bottomed back into our deck, which is pretty strong. Let's see what they do. Arid Mesa, is it Burn we're up against here? Stomping Ground, interesting. Well, that's no discard spell, so we'll be able to empty our hand next turn. Oh, okay, it's Dredge. Yeah. Okie dokie. So flying's not the best card here. I might just hold it in hand because we don't need to give him that information. I mean, I guess Narcomoeba's an involuntary trigger. But I'd rather Griffspoon be the last card I play in case they do a silly chump block or something. Assuming, you know, we're attacking to kill them over 3 or 4 turns. Like... Alright, so opponent's conceded here. I think we can be pretty assured that they're on Dredge. So you're going to want to take out this Oblivion Ring. That's going to be pretty useless. Rest in Peace is really good here. We don't want Path against them. I don't like trading 1-for-1 with a deck that puts like 4 creatures into the graveyard and onto the battlefield in 1 turn. Oblivion Ring not good enough. I have in the past taken out Leyline, but it looks like they've upped their Thoughtseize counts from 1 or 2 to like 3 to 4. So I'm going to leave my Leylines in here. I'm going to take out 2 Griffspoon because they're probably the weakest aura with their chump blockers they have in the air there. You know, I really hope our opponent doesn't get... Ooh, this is an interesting hand. I think we gamble on it. Gonna hope they don't get a Blast Zone with Life from the Loam happening. Because they do have a Blast Zone, or maybe even 2 in their sideboard. And, you know, if they can reoccur Blast Zone, we're in a lot of trouble. Here, I'm basically just looking to go on Core Spirit Dancer and have Core Spirit Dancer win us the game. But, you know, we're pretty land heavy here. We don't really want to see any more mana sources. I could well have, like, actually discarded this and gone for a better hand. But, I'm gambling. Haggle. Yep, so it's Dredge. Okay. Okay. I used to think, like, Creeping Chill was just so over the top and pointless and, like, dumb for the deck. And then they printed Silver Smoke Ghoul, and now it's quite possibly their best card. Just because instead of just draining you, it actually brings back, you know, I guess 0 to 4 creatures. But the fact it brings back creatures, it makes them a lot more explosive with what they do, right? Alright, so no Conflagrate so far, so we should be safe going in on Core Spirit Dancer here. I'm just gonna fetch Shock. Thin my deck of land as much as possible. I'd be so much happier if that was Rest in Peace right now. Can't have it all. We are up a game, and we did take game 1 against Dredge, which is pretty good. Alright, So dodging Conflagrate, dodging Lightning Axe, and then we should be good to get the win after that. Cathartic Reunion, sure. So they get Narcomoeba and Silver Smoke Ghoul, and then a Prized Amalgam. They get 3 creatures off this turn. I mean, by Dredge standards, that's not that explosive. Turn 3, have 3 creatures, have, 7 power on the board. It's not the scariest thing we could be versing. Oh, is Prized Amalgam... No, Prized Amalgam triggers off the Narcomoeba. It doesn't need a trigger off the Silver Smoke Ghoul. Alright. Well, still, this all seems fine by me. My opponent could do a Nature's Claim on me during my turn because they have mana open. And they didn't go in on Ox, which makes me think maybe they do have the Nature's Claim. We lead on Rancor. See what excellent auras we draw, hopefully. Alright, it's not an excellent aura, but it doesn't deal us damage. Better to draw that than after we play our Temple Garden. Well, that's a big old yikes here. Get our Bogle out there as a chump blocker. We've got 2 more chump blockers in hand. We'll attack for 7 here. If they Nature's Claim, they can reduce a little bit of that damage down. We'll still get in for 3, unless they Nature's Claim plus chump block. Alright, just Blood Crypt in tapped. They are chump blocking, so we trample 6. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Here, even if they get Blast Zone, it's not going to destroy our core Spirit Dancer. It's just going to destroy our 1-mana creatures. So that's kind of nice. A Golgari Thug, okay. Looks like one of my group chats is starting to go off, so we'll just put our phone on mute here. Blocking Silver Smoke Ghoul seems pretty free. Let's do that. Alright, let's look for this aura off top. Forgotten Cave. In tapped. That's an aura. I'm pretty happy to see it. Let's jam it down. One more aura off this Horizon Canopy and we will have lethal. The moment they can... Oh wait, we have lethal anyway because we can attack wide with the Slippery Bogle. Alright, well this should be fine and we should have the win. Alright, so they've got a tear on the Hyena Umbra. Has this got a Death Touch? No. We still get 8 points of damage across. They lose their Thug. They can choose to put it on the top of their library, but then they lose a Dredge card from their graveyard, so I don't think they're going to do that. And post-combat, we can just play another Hexproof creature. Oh, they put Narcomoeba back on top? Yeah, I guess that's pretty smart. Alright, well, we are fast running out of gas here. But our opponent's only on 3. We don't have to get too much damage across. Seems interesting that they've dropped green and gone for white. Oh, no, they haven't dropped green. Why would they play Wear Tear over Nature's Claim? I guess it can hit both an enchantment and an artifact, or maybe they're concerned about Blood Moon. But then if they're concerned about Blood Moon, then they can't cast the enchantment half anyway. Yeah, it seems odd to me. Because Fuse will cost a lot of mana to cast, right? Oh, it doesn't fuse... No, you can cast. It'll cost 3 mana to cast. Yeah. I don't know. I guess I don't see too much pros or cons either way for it. Alright. Ox is on the field. And this is where they start to get dangerous, guys. So 2 Creeping Chills, a Silver Smoke Ghoul, and they can do another Ox. That's pretty scary. Don't they just do another Ox here? Probably just chump block in case they do their second Ox and hit 2 creeping, or hit a creeping chill. Well, Story of Flood. Let's see if our attack for 8 is going to be enough. So, I don't think it matters which way we order this. Oh, they gained a hit of life. Right, okay. I didn't see that. I thought we had them dead, but I think they gained 6 life last turn, so we would have had them dead without those creeping chills doing the creeping chill things. So we'll just empty our hand now. So they've hit 3 of their 4 creeping chills. And we can attack for a fair bit next turn, but we do need to chump block at least 2 creatures if they attack with everything. They just conflagrate, shoot us in the face. Or shoot Dryad Arbor for 1, shoot us in the face with the rest. Another Ox, okay. We pretty much need to draw, I guess, a Griff Spoon or a Daybreak Coronet. Well, there's 2 Werters as well. Doesn't really change my blocks whether or not he attacks with Prized Amalgam or not here. Just trade these 2 creatures off. I could block with the 3 power one, but oh well, there's no point because they have 1 toughness anyway, right? Alright. Show me a good aura. Show me a good aura. Horizon Canopy. Come on. That's something. I'll take it. Alright, let's attack for lethal. It's a real close game here. A real close game. Alright, they're just going to block with the Prized Amalgam. Alright, they're on 2. And we're back up to 11, which is nice. Good little buffer. We've got another Ox they can play from their grave as well. Well, there's the last creeping chill. So we don't have to deal with any more creeping chills now. Narcomoeba trigger, but we do have trample. So 4 Prized Amalgam triggers and 4 Silver Smoke Ghouls. Yikes. Fortunately, all of those creatures come in tapped. Golgari Thug. Not gonna lie, Daybreak Coronet was a very nice draw there. Because they would have just attacked and killed us if it was any other aura. Look at all these disgusting triggers. For anyone that hasn't been around when I botched a recording against Dredge here, I went to do the replay, and when all these triggers happen, it just freaks out Moto and just freezes it, and you can't actually properly watch the replay. So if you're ever doing some recording, don't mess up a recording against Dredge. Otherwise, you have to tell a vicarious tale of what happened as opposed to just doing it. Alright, so attack for 8 here. Opponent's on 5. It's not going to be quite enough. I think they've got us. So let's do a bit of math here. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 creatures. 8 by 3, 16, 24 damage. We gain 16 life on top of our 8. Puts us to 24 life. Oh man, are you kidding me? Do we get hit and put to exactly 0 next turn? No, we are okay. Because 3 of that damage doesn't hit us. I think we're okay. So they've got 8 creatures, 7 of them can hit us, 7 by 3 is 21, and we're at 24. So I think we're good. Block the Silver Smart Ghoul because their ability to gain life as opposed to their ability to get a Narco Amoeba in play or something. Oh, wait, right. Oh, no. No. Oh, great. So I should have, oh, oops. I should have blocked the Prized Amalgam there because they can't sack it. Okay, that was loose. That was real loose. Alright, my bad. They get a game 3 here because of that blunder. Don't want to change any of my auras here. Might want one more Grist Spoon. Maybe I'll minus the Spider Umbra, even though it's going down on armor effects against a Blast Zone deck. Oh, actually, Keen Sense is worse. Okay, too late. Too late. Hand seems great. I'm going to keep it. We have an extra aura than last turn, last game. We have a cycle land, and our land base doesn't deal any damage to us other than Horizon Canopy, which is our 3rd land drop anyway, so it's not going to deal a huge amount to us. Let's see what happens. Keen Sense is kind of nice. I still think just going on Core Spirit Dancer here is the best move. Alright, we dodged Lightning Axe, that's good. Cathartic Reunion? Could only be Cathartic Reunion for 2 mana. Unless they brought in something funky like oh, what's that card Jun plays? Collective Brutality. Wow, that was a good Cathartic Reunion. Holy cow. Start with Sentinel's Eyes. That's a good draw. I'm going to go with the Keen Sense here to draw an extra card. Great. Excellent. Alright, I think we got them next turn. Attack for 10, draw a card off Keen Sense. Oh, wow. It's raining auras this game. Alright, I'd be very surprised if we didn't win this game from here. It's the power of Core Spirit Dancer. That is the power of Core Spirit Dancer. So they're going to activate Ox and get Ox back here. At least, oh, another Cathartic Reunion from hand, actually. That's what it's looking like. Alright, no, they got Ox back. So they're going to discard the 7 cards from their hand and then get 3 draws. And with those draws, they can replace it with Dredge and, you know, draw half their library. No attacks from my opponent. Looks like they are in Shump Blocker mode here. Ethereal Armor. Just jam our Daybreak. Alright, and we get Misty Rainforest, so we can do our other Ethereal Armor now. And just, we should have enough power as it is, but you might as well overkill, right? Alright, let's attack for 1,000,000 billion damage. We got our Rancor down as well. Here I think it's actually safer to attack with just the Core Spirit Dancer. If they somehow had like a Force of Vigor, and like attack stepped, forced our Rancor and our Daybreak, then we'd want the Glade Cover Scout as a chump blocker, although with how wide their army was, it wouldn't have mattered, but I guess something to keep in mind anyway. Okie dokie, let's get into round 4 now, guys. Looks like we lost the die roll here. Well, we can't keep this. Up against Jez. Alright, can't keep this either. Down to 5, game 1, on the draw. Good times. Opponents kept at 6. Alright, we'll keep this one. This hand looks pretty darn good here. So we'll bottom... I think we bottom double land and just keep our aura base, because our aura base is absolutely solid. Alright, it looks like a burn deck, so I'm pretty happy I didn't bottom this Daybreak Coronet here, but it would be a lot nicer to draw that mana source that we are so craving at the moment. Still have another turn to see it. Maybe my opponent also misses a land drop or something. You never know. Alright, well they're attacking for 1. Could mean like a turn post-combat Eidolon or something. It could mean that they're just out of creatures and burn spells and stuff. Alright, cool. That seems pretty good to me. Let's shock this in. You don't generally want to take damage from your own land base against burn here. But we do have Sentinel's Eyes here giving us vigilance, so we have potential to block like a Goblin Guide or something next turn as well. Blocking a Swift Spear without Totem Armor and with no information as to whether or not this is burn or prowess is would be pretty loose here. So it looks like they were landlocked there. So, despite whether or not it's burn or prowess, I am going to want these Path to Exiles. Don't really like Core Spirit Dancer in this matchup. Might trim 2 Core Spirit Dancers, leave the Griff Spoon in. And, yeah. If I knew it was like burn and not prowess, I might bring in some Force of Vigors, but... against Prowess, Force of Vigor is not really going to do much. Maybe Rest in Pieces, but I think it's fine not over sideboarding here. like hoping. It's just like a one-of creature card anyway. So we know Leyline's going to be good now. In games 2 and 3 here. Another card to potentially cut, Keen Sense. I think I'm going to leave it in for now, but it's something to keep in mind. Doesn't add any power to our creature. Well, I love to see a hand like this, so I'm going to keep. It's like so weak on the aura side, but Leyline OP. We got Leyline, we got a creature, we got some interaction with Path to Exile. And we just draw Daybreak, so we have it all. I'm pretty happy about this. So it's the blue-red Prowess deck. Okay. Yep. So we do have to be mindful of Spell Pierce from the sideboard as well. Man, did they miss a land drop again? That's gotta suck. Well, they do Spell Pierce our Hyena Umbra there. The big plus side is it didn't hit Daybreak, but we are now looking for another aura so we can enable Daybreak. So our opponent got this turn. Sprite Dragon, that seems fine. I don't really know how in love I am with the idea of pathing the Sprite Dragon. It seems they've missed mana and they've missed their land drop. I don't really want to accelerate them into emptying their hand, which is probably full of good stuff. So we'll just attack for 2 here. Hold up Path to Exile. Hopefully we draw Spider Umbra next turn and then can go Spider Umbra plus Daybreak. Would seem pretty good. Alright, so it looks like they've hit their mana now. Getting this Sprite Dragon before it gets too big will probably be quite necessary. What are they doing here post-combat? Another Sprite Dragon, maybe? Stormwing Entity. Now that's the issue card. I guess they're both issue cards, actually. So they bottomed both cards with the Stormwing Scry 2 there. So we definitely want them to draw whatever's on top of their library. Oh, we're not looking to shuffle what's on top of their library. I should rephrase that. Yeah. Alright, so Opt is fine. I mean, we're in a pretty bad spot here, but we're not dead yet, is the main thing. Pretty soon, Sprite Dragon's going to be a bigger issue than Stormwing Entity, because this only has Prowess. This is a permanent buff that the Sprite Wing or Sprite Dragon gets. Alright, I am going to look to path here. Go on, cast that Metamorphose. You know you want to. Alright, I'm going to try for it. I can't just continuously take all this damage. Alright, so we got it. They bottomed off their Opt as well, which is nice. Alright, second main, cast another Stormwing Entity. Another Scry 2. If we draw Aura here, we're in a really good spot. We just need to see that Aura. So they're bottom 2 with their scry again. Alright, show me aura. Alright. This core Spirit Dancer could be getting hit by a lightning bolt pretty soon. Maybe it's better off not to cast it, because then we don't give them a free Prowess trigger. I think we're just losing. Alright, so this is going to be 10 damage at the moment, after this Opt fires. Put a card on the bottom of their library with the Ops, so that is nice. Alright, well we know this is coming straight at our core Spirit Dancer. If they have another Lightning Bolt, and Lightning Bolt in response to their first Lightning Bolt, they will kill us off of this Stormwing damage here. Or they're just going to Lightning Bolt themselves or their creature. Yep, alright, so we lose this one. So we're versing Prowess. How do I want to do my sideboarding for against Prowess? I mean, Spirit Dance is not awful. Keen Sense is probably bad unless we're in a counter war. We might want Oblivion Ring, but that's a little bit deep, probably. Rest in Peace would stop them from getting Bedlam Reveler to refuel their hand, and stop Lava Dart from doing Lava Dart things. Yeah, I think 2 Rest in Peace over these core Spirit Dancers is probably fine. And maybe we even minus like a Spider Umbra here for the 3rd Rest in Peace. Alright, we're going to keep this hand, but we want to see some more auras than what we have. Big downside to this hand is it doesn't fuel the graveyard for Sentinel's Eyes. So if Sentinel's Eyes gets Spell Pierced here on turn 1, it's going to be hard to, hard to get it back out of the grave. I guess now we've got 2 Horizon lands, it's just going to take a fair bit of time. We really want both our auras to resolve here. Maybe I just bait the Spell Pierce with Sentinel's Eyes, because it... I mean, of course I'd have it, like... That's super frustrating. I don't think we could play around it. Maybe if I didn't play land and just cast Sentinel's Eyes, they would have countered Sentinel's Eyes thinking they'd get us. I don't know. I guess Ethereal Arm was just one of those high target auras where they're like, yep, definitely countering this. Same as Daybreak, really. Let's see what they do here on turn 2. Maybe we just Sentinel's Eyes, attack for 2, and then they're going to be forced to play their Sprite Dragon this turn. Or incentivized to play their Sprite Dragon this turn. Wouldn't this be a ballsy block? Oh, they're not even attacking. Alright, alright. Well, we're doing a good job of getting flooded out now. Keep a 3-lander and draw only land. See what they do with their Opt here. Unfortunately, we can't see if they top and then Path and Response. It's all resolving in... the Scry and the draw all resolve simultaneously here. So they topped and they drew whatever they topped. I mean, hopefully they just go on the board with creatures and try to out-tempo us here. And then hopefully we draw auras, because at the moment we've drawn 2 mana and it's not looking so good at the moment. These canopies are going to take time and mana to cycle away. Yeah, really not that excited about this game at the moment. If they have one creature, we can just get them pretty hard, but this deck runs a lot of creatures. Yikes. Alright, well, you got us, because I'm not sure that's good when they're on the draw. Maybe on the play it's better, but on the draw, they only got us because we had 2 auras and could only cast one of them. Oh, god damn it, opponent. Go away. Path my own creature in response so they can't surgical extraction me. It's ridiculous. Now we're drawing to, like, literally just Glade Cover Scout here. That feels great. And I know what's in hand too. I know our hand is a big steaming pile of poop. Well, we're going to have to take this opportunity to path the Swift Spear and hope that they're just flooded out on instants. Alright, no Spell Pierce. I feel like that was a mistake. I feel like they should have attacked with the open mana. Because then I'm incentivized to not cast Path if the mana's open, because if they Spell Pierce, game's over, and I need to go to my turn to Path. And they've just missed out on 3 points of damage. Having said that, they're still probably highly favored to win this game right now. Yep. Right on time. Yep. Alright, well that's how this game's gonna go. Yes. Oh, here comes... Oh, that's not actually too bad. That doesn't get us. We've got all our basics in hand. Yeah, we just need to find that Bogle. Find that Bogle and reload. That might actually hurt them more than it hurts us. Like, we only lose one of our canopies, and there's only one more left in the deck, so he's switching off potentially 2 of our canopies, where he's switching off all his Fiery Islets. It probably doesn't matter here, because we're probably just dead, but, yeah. A handful of good stuff. We just need a Bogle. But yeah, we are fast running out of time to do anything meaningful this game. Got by 1 Spell Pierce and a Pyroclasm. That's a big feels bad right there. That is a big feels bad. Alright, Stormwing Entity. Here comes the fun, guys. Here comes the fun. Go on, bottom both. You know you want to. Bottom both into me drawing Bogle. Come on. Alright, he topped 1 of the cards. Only 1 card in hand though, so our opponent's run out of gas. It's just, we can't draw a creature. I mean, we'd sided out 3 core Spirit Dancers, so Maybe we asked for it a little bit here. Yeah, I don't know. We started out as Spider Umbra as well. Well, here comes the Lightning Bolt. We're like super close to dead now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure in most games Pyroclasm just wouldn't get us there. I think our opponent was very fortunate. Very, very fortunate. Yeah, what can you do? What can you do? I think it's still a keep. Maybe I can... Maybe the line there is just play Sentinel's Eyes, let my opponent counter it. Or if they don't counter it, great. Or play land plus Sentinel's Eyes. If they counter it, great. If they don't counter it, great still. And then we can turn 3 Ethereal Armor with 2 mana up for Spell Pierce. So I think I probably missequenced my auras there. Not playing the best this league. So we're on the draw here. We got a Core Spirit Dancer hand that can go in on a Dryad Arbor. We got double Totem Armor. All right, let's keep this. Seems just good enough. Is this Storm? Oh, it's another blue-red Prowess deck. Okay. We are taking some damage. Leyline right on time. So currently we're taking 2 damage this turn. What we really want to do is set up a turn where we can resolve our Core Spirit Dancer, although maybe that's going to be too hard, so we should just settle for Dryad Arbor. Alright, let's settle for Dryad Arbor. And hope to draw Daybreak Coronet. Always right on time. This leg, all my auras are just perfectly on time, aren't they? No. Cast the white aura because we have 2 green auras in hand. We have a forest and a Dryad Arbor to cast stuff. Yeah, if I could have just shuffled those top 2 cards in my library across, this would have been an amazing hand, but we're in a lot of trouble here now. We're on the draw and we spent 2 turns doing nothing. One of our draws was effectively a dead draw. We need to draw Daybreak Coronet into white mana, or vice versa, white mana into Daybreak Coronet. Alright, you getting my Dryad Arbor here with the Lava Dart, or are you getting me? I can't see. No, they're targeting me. Okay, sure. Light up the stage. Yep. Soul Scour Mage and Manamorphose. Well, that's not too bad. But yeah, as you can see, this has got a lot... Like, this is a very creature-heavy deck. A lot more creatures than just regular burn or regular prowess. So we're going to take this damage. And then we're going to look to load up on Bogle and do a big chump block. Mutagenic Growth? Are you flipping kidding me? Is there anything our opponent didn't have in hand? Holy crap. It's the state of modern. Oh yeah. So opponent's got 1 card in hand. They can Manamorphose next turn for Prowess triggers. And they've also got Soul Scour Mage, so any damage they deal to our creatures with their instants and sorceries will put a -1/-1 counter on our creature. If we do look to Spider Umbra the Dryad Arbor here, they can just sack a mountain and kill it in response. Oh wait, we're just, I guess we're holding up Path at the moment. We're bluffing a Path, but we've just killed ourselves here. Because Manamorphose, which we know they can cast, or even Lava Dart, and then they just go wide. Yeah, we're super dead this game. Alright. I guess we make them do it, but yeah. Alright, that's the Manamorphose. There's no point playing around that. Our opponent knows what our life total is. Alright, so Path out, Path in, Oblivion Ring out, maybe keep in 2 Core Spirit Dancers. I don't think I want Graveyard Hate given how the last game went, and maybe we minus a Griff Spoon. Yep, cool. So Griff Spoon, Core Spirit Dancer, Oblivion Ring out for 3 Path. Although Oblivion Ring might be good. I'll bring it in for a Griff Spoon. I guess our creature removal is just really important here, particularly if Sprite Dragon gets massive. The annoying thing is they just have counter magic for our auras. Like, it makes things so awkward. Having said that, this hand is amazing, and I'm very happy right now. So do I play around Blood Moon? Like, playing around Blood Moon might potentially be a pretty smart thing to do. Alright, let's play around Blood Moon. We saw it last game, right? We have the green aura in hand, which is the nice thing about putting in more Spider Umbras. You do have more green auras in the deck to utilize your green mana with. Utilize your green mana for? Yeah. I can talk. Alright, well, we know the drill. This is definitely a Spell Pierce here. Offer them Spider Umbra. Okay, we'll offer them Hyena Umbra now, and we'll keep the other auras in hand. The difference being, even if this is a counterspell here, we still have 2 auras in hand, remember? Last game, we only kept a 2 aura hand that counted 1 and we were crippled. This game, 4 auras ready to go. I think we kept a 3 aura hand and drew the 4th. So they can Pyroclasm us here, but we do have Spider Umbra, so our Totem Armor will activate, and then we'll just dump our hand and be safe from Pyroclasm effects here. Monastery Swift Spear, sure. Soulscour Mage post-combat? Light up the stage, okay. Stormwing Entity and Opt. Oh, hello. You can't not get Daybreak Coronet out in when they've got open mana, right? Like, I have to be playing Daybreak Coronet there. Alright, he's conceded. The deck lists I've seen for this deck don't run Force of Negation, so they just run Spell Pierce in the sideboard. So playing into like them being tapped out then seems perfectly fine by me. I think we just run the same list back, although maybe we want an extra Griff Spoon and we'll just minus a core. On the draw, it might be more important to block their creatures that have flying. Obvious mulligan. This would be an awkward keep. We could potentially keep it. Oh my god. Stop it, deck. Honestly. Alright, so we get to keep a 4-card hand, and we don't even have any first strike, so this is really bad. This is not good news at all. Gotta put 3 cards on the bottom? Are you flipping kidding me? Alright, let's ditch the Horizon Canopy as well. I can't go down on auras more than I already have. It's just, it's so dumb. Just give me a capable hand, like, honestly. With all the Lava Darts and Lightning Bolts, we can't keep a Core Spirit Dancer hand. That's just not realistic. Like, alright, that's a good draw. So now we're just dodging a couple of things. Pyroclasm being one of them. Counter Magic being another. But, oh, here comes a Gut Shot. Opponent wants to be on the aggressive here. plus light up the stage. Alright, so they're looking for land to grow their creature more before their attack. Alright, if they miss mana here and we curve into our land, we might be okay. Yeah, that'd be right. Alright, attack for 2. Battle of the Pee-wee creatures. I really hope we don't get Pyroclasmed here. That would be such a shit way to end the league. Alright, Manamorphose. Please be gentle. Alright, we draw mana, we probably win. Thank Jeebus. Alright. Get in there for those juicy points of damage. Alright, opponent concedes there. They're not just dead. Like, they can Pyroclasm, and with their Soulscale Mage, it will shrink our creature. But, yeah. Definitely happy to get that result. Blue-red Prowess deck seems a little bit annoying. So yeah, decklist-wise, I definitely think having the extra green auras in my deck was nice. Maybe I'll look to adjust my conventional list. Keen Sense, we didn't really see it do anything ever. I think we played it against Dredge, and that was about the only deck we played it against. Sideboard-wise, at the moment, like, I'm pretty much not feeling much point of having Suppression Field in there, so maybe we can get rid of Suppression Field, go up a Rest in Peace, go up a Path, and then maybe do like a 2-2 split between Force of Vigor and Seal of Primordium. So I might as well just, I'm just going to do that adjustment now. Really? I don't have the 4th Rest in Peace? That's lame. So I might go to 2 Seal of Primordiums, 2 Force of Vigors, and then... See, did I ever end up buying any foil Rest in Peace in this? Looks like I've got 1 Rest in Peace in foil? No, okay. Well, I need to find an extra card. I might just purchase an extra Rest in Peace and just leave it like it is for now. But yeah, that is going to be it for today's video, guys. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like or a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about Oblivion Ring, about me changing my aura base up in the main deck, even about me changing up my sideboard as well there. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe for daily Bogles content and ring that bell for notifications. Thank you all once more, and I will be seeing you next time.